Okay, 500, check. Oh, and if you see they look a bit wet, it's fluids. 600, done. 800, done. 900, done. The big 1000 was well and completely done.
Bonnie, a UK-based influencer, has sparked a massive controversy after sharing details of a recent event that has the internet in a frenzy. Taking to her Instagram and TikTok accounts, she expressed immense gratitude to her followers after an event in which she claims to have interacted with over 1,000 men in just 12 hours. In an Instagram post, Bonnie thanked the bare, illegal, barely breathing and the husbands, showing no shame or hesitation in sharing the wild nature of the event.
Okay, 500, check. Oh, and if you see they look a bit wet, it's fluids. 600, done. 800, done. 900, done. The big 1000 was well and completely done.
Just a reminder that if your husband goes missing today, don't worry, I'm taking great care of him.
She reassured her followers that she was physically fine and didn't need a wheelchair as some had speculated online.
1,000 men in 24 hours.
12 sleepless hours later.
How do you feel?
Excited.
Excited for what?
Just like that everyone had an amazing time, I had fun. So obviously part of me thought, okay, what if I do have to stop, or what if it does hurt, or what if people don't turn up? Do you know what I mean? But like the day has been a massive success.
But it didn't stop there. On TikTok, Bonnie went a step further, proudly showing off her glowing skin, which she claimed was a direct result of the day's events. She even gave her followers skincare advice, suggesting that staying hydrated was the secret weapon for achieving radiant skin.
This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago. I told you girls, taking fluids for moisturizer was good for your skin.
Bonnie's demeanor was upbeat as she described how staying hydrated throughout the event had kept her skin looking flawless despite the intense physical activity. In the same TikTok video, Bonnie gave an insight into the structure of the event. She explained that participants were initially brought in groups of 5 to ensure an efficient and organized process. As the hours went on, she adjusted the setup to focus on one-on-one encounters, providing individuals with more personalized attention.
1,000 men in 24 hours, so it's going to be very quick.
How long is the day going to take?
I don't know how long today's going to take, because I feel like the first few hours isn't busy, and then as it goes on, it'll get more busy. The big 1000 was well and completely done.
Bonnie shared that she decided to extend the event, going beyond her original goal of engaging with 1,000 men, and ended up interacting with 1,057 participants, stating that she had 57 more men in the queue when the original target was hit. She made sure to include them, reinforcing her commitment to fulfilling her promise regardless of the number.
Okay, so I've seen you swallow potatoes and I've seen you rate food out of 10, but why don't you come and rate me and the men out of 10 on the 11th? Because there's going to be hundreds.
Hundreds, yes, I'm going to be there 100%.
Hope you've got your calculator because there's going to be a lot of adding up to do.
While Bonnie's fans seemed impressed, many onlookers were highly skeptical about the authenticity of the claim. A 12-hour event gives only 720 minutes, or 43,200 seconds, which means that each encounter would have lasted roughly 40 seconds if she truly engaged with over 1,000 men. Critics questioned how such a feat could realistically be achieved, pointing out that factors such as participant turnover, hygiene, and logistical issues would require more time, making the timeline seem implausible. Some even speculated that such an event would require not only extreme physical endurance but also nearly mechanical precision and flawless coordination.
Just wanted to point out, this is what 1,000 people looks like. That woman did not sleep with over 1,000 men in 12 hours. And I'm not sure what's happened to society, that not only are women out here literally sleeping with 100 men in a day, but they're now out here pretending they've slept with 1,000. Just what are we achieving by this, apart from making everyone deeply concerned?
Bonnie's team responded to these doubts by defending the event's legitimacy. They announced that video footage of the entire event would be released on Bonnie's adult content platforms in the coming months, supposedly to prove her claims and validate the event's authenticity. The team also emphasized that an independent documentary crew had been present to capture the proceedings, further asserting that the event was meticulously planned and executed. Despite these assurances, public reaction has been overwhelmingly negative. Social media was flooded with disgust, with many commenters expressing their disbelief at Bonnie's actions. Some questioned the ethics of the event, accusing Bonnie of degrading herself for attention. Others expressed outrage at the men who participated, questioning where their self-respect had gone. One commenter summed it up by asking, "Where was their self-respect?" implying that engaging in such an event was not only demeaning to Bonnie but also to the men involved.
You see, this is the type of content and the rubbish that they should get rid of in TikTok. Not ban TikTok entirely, because there's some good content that people out there, educational, Christian-based content. But then you doom scroll or you go down the wormhole and you see this nonsense. And then you want to know why so many people are corrupted today because of this. I'm trying very hard not to even use foul language. This is disgusting. There's nothing godly about this. There's nothing educational about this. I don't know why this is even on this app. That's sick.
The criticisms extended beyond just Bonnie and her actions, with many speculating about the psychology behind the men who chose to participate in such a controversial event. Why would anyone willingly engage in an activity they believe to be ethically questionable? What could possibly drive them to take part in such a degrading experience? These are the discussions online have been filled with speculations about the societal factors contributing to her behavior, from blurred boundaries to the overwhelming influence of online adult content. Medical professionals are weighing in, adding a clinical perspective to the growing outrage. Dr. Zach Turner, a Sydney-based specialist in preventive health and wellness, issued a stern warning about the extreme physical toll such behavior can take. While acknowledging that sexual activity in moderation can have health benefits like stress relief and improved cardiovascular health, he stressed that pushing the body to its limits like Bonnie allegedly did is far from healthy. He highlighted the potential risks, including extreme fatigue, muscle injuries, and even long-term damage to bodily systems. On top of that, he pointed out the psychological consequences, such as heightened vulnerability to emotional trauma, anxiety, and even post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Despite the mounting backlash, Bonnie has remained unfazed in interviews. She has repeatedly defended her actions, claiming she was simply doing what she loved and making money from it. According to her, the criticism she received was fueled by jealousy, particularly from middle-aged women who she says are projecting their insecurities onto her.
What does your dad say about it?
Honestly, he loves it. Like, obviously he doesn't sit watching the videos, but like all my social media, my TikToks, he'll have a look at. And he's just proud seeing how happy I am, how much I've been able to support the family. And it's like, it's really changed my life and my family's life. I've got these stamps and it says like, I slept with Bonnie Blue, I want to sleep with Bonnie Blue and stuff. And like, I was practicing them on my dad, and my dad was like, I need to go to the pub after this. And he's got like stamps all up his arms to say he slept with his daughter.
Bonnie maintained that all participants in her events were there willingly and insisted that she wasn't harming anyone by pursuing her career in this way. But let's not forget, this isn't Bonnie's first brush with controversy. Back in November, she made headlines for promoting a so-called sexual marathon targeting teenage school leavers. The event required participants to give explicit consent for Bonnie to post the content online, further igniting backlash. Her plans were abruptly halted when her 12-month visitor visa to Australia was revoked by the Department of Home Affairs, who cited her intention to conduct paid work, which violated the terms of her visa. Critics accused Bonnie of exploiting barely legal young men, and her actions raised serious ethical questions. Despite all the criticism, Bonnie remained steadfast, insisting her actions were fully consensual and within legal boundaries. She dismissed the public outrage as being based on societal double standards, claiming that she was being unfairly judged. Bonnie Blue, born Tybeing in May 1999, grew up in a small Derbyshire village. She worked part-time while competing in local dance competitions and later worked in recruitment. In 2022, Bonnie married her longtime partner, Oliver Davidson, and the couple relocated to Australia. It was during this time that Bonnie made the transition into the adult entertainment industry, initially working as a cam girl. Encouraged by her husband, Bonnie quickly found financial success, earning significantly more than she did in recruitment. After her divorce, she joined OnlyFans, where her popularity skyrocketed. Bonnie carved out a distinct niche on the platform, attracting a younger male audience. In September 2024, she made headlines again, claiming to have slept with 158 students during Nottingham Trent University's Freshers' Week, solidifying her controversial reputation and making it clear she's not backing down anytime soon.
As promised, I'm outside Nottingham Trent University, as I said I would, to pleasure as many uni students in 2 weeks. I want to sleep with 130 barely legal 18-year-olds. And you can go for as many rounds as you want. You can finish wherever you want. And the most I want to take in one night is 25, but I'll let you into a little secret. I did 30 on the first day alone. So come and get me on my knees and let me celebrate you getting into uni, boys.
Bonnie's rise to fame on OnlyFans has turned her into a millionaire, with reports estimating her monthly income at a jaw-dropping £8,600,000. And while many would expect her family to be skeptical about her career choices, Bonnie claims her mother, Sarah, is her biggest supporter, so much so that she's taken on the role of her personal assistant. Sarah handles everything from organizing events to ensuring clients are provided with proper protection. But it doesn't stop there. Sarah is also reportedly involved in the logistical planning for Bonnie's high-profile and controversial events. This unique family dynamic has sparked shock and outrage from the public, with many wondering how a mother could not only support but actively participate in such a controversial profession. Some speculate that financial incentives are behind Sarah's support, while others believe it points to the growing normalization of Bonnie's career within her family. Despite the criticism, Bonnie has fiercely defended her mother's involvement, saying that their close bond and mutual trust are the foundation of their relationship. But when it comes to accountability, Bonnie refuses to take any. In a recent appearance on This Morning, she insisted that her content is educational and that she provides a safe environment for her partners. When asked about the ethical implications of her work, she simply argued that 18-year-olds are adults and capable of making their own decisions, even comparing her actions to other adult responsibilities like joining the military or choosing a career. But it's not just her adult content that's raising eyebrows. Bonnie's views on marriage and fidelity are equally controversial. She's openly admitted to sleeping with married men, even claiming that wives who don't satisfy their husbands should expect them to seek pleasure elsewhere. In an interview with the 7 Grace channel, Bonnie boasted that she's a safe option for infidelity because she undergoes regular health checks. While Bonnie's success is undeniable, her actions have sparked a wider debate about content exploitation and the societal impact of such behavior. One thing's for sure, Bonnie is pushing boundaries, and she's not backing down. Whether you love her or hate her, she's sure to remain a hot topic for both critics and fans alike. What do you think? Is Bonnie's record-breaking claim defensible, or does it reveal a deeper issue in society? Let us know in the comments below.